Hi. Um, Equal money system excuses. So I'll be looking at an excuse that is used by human beings to apparently show that an equal money system won't work. One of those excuses is, for instance, the belief that human beings are too selfish. People just don't care about each other, so in other words, if you would give people money from the beginning, if people are born, when you're born you get money and you get everything that you need to be able to live a nice, dignified, supportive life, then people will not work in the system, then people will not do those 4 years of mandatory labor. People will not go and study to become a doctor so that they may help people, so that they may assist people, so that they may, um, cure people. Or people will not go to university, study for engineering or scientist, any of those kind of studies that requires lots of work. So people won't be doing that anymore if money won't be their primary motivator anymore, which is the case in this current system where we're motivated by money, and people who become doctors or scientists or any form of engineers, architects, those people who basically design the infrastructure of the world, of society, they are motivated by money, and they make their decisions based on money, based on having the most money or the most respect or the most status, which basically boils down to money. So this is kind of an excuse that I've heard in defense or attack against an equal money system to apparently prove why it won't work. Apparently people are too greedy, people are too selfish to ever care about other people. Apparently people only care about other people that aren't, my personal family, when they are motivated by money. In fact, we don't actually give a shit about each other. We hate each other. That's why there is wars. That's why there is so much conflict between. That's why there is racism and discrimination, and that's why we have so many laws that protect us against each other and against ourselves. We have so much hate within ourselves, but we suppress it and we hide it behind like a smiling face. But you know, don't you feel that with yourself as well, that when you smile at someone, it's not real? In fact, within yourself, you would much rather just, not smile at all because there's not really anything to smile about. But, you have that feeling that people expect you to smile and be nice and friendly when really you don't really give a shit. And the only reason why you would be friendly and nice is because of money. Because if you're not friendly and nice to other people, you won't get paid. You'll get fired or you'll get rejected by people, so the whole friendliness, kindness, love thing that people uh, show in this reality is in fact a complete lie. So apparently, if we were to have an equal money system, then people will not care about each other. They will be so greedy and so selfish to only think about themselves, um, and not work at all in the system, not support the system in any way whatsoever. But what's interesting when you look at that belief, what's interesting is to notice that such a kind of selfish nature of kind of wanting everything for yourself and keeping everything for yourself and only thinking about yourself and not wanting to really contribute to the society or to the world because you don't see the point. Why? I have my money, so why the fuck would I care about anything else or anyone else? That's actually like a survival mode. That is complete survival. That whole selfishness only considering yourself, only caring about yourself, seeing everyone else as your enemy, and not actually caring about anyone and only pretending to care, which is the whole fake smile thing that people do. That's entirely motivated by survival, which is a trait of capitalism. That is a result of capitalism, and that is actually what we've been, a kind of mentality that we've been taught by capitalism. And it's funny that we would actually go and believe that that's who we are. That's normal. That's our nature. I mean, think about the whole Darwinian studies, the whole Darwinian theory that is apparently of the survival of the fittest and fight for survival, which is apparently our nature as a human being. Apparently is the animalistic nature, or you know, we've actually come to accept that as who we are, and we believe that that's who we are, instead of actually realizing that the whole point of survival is completely created by capitalism, by our monetary system. Think about it. Um, you are born into this world, you have no money, you have nothing, and from the get-go, your parents basically teach you and show you that in this world, this is a difficult world. This is a tough world. You have to survive. You have to think about your money and your future, and you have to think about your family, and you have to think about, what you're gonna do with your life, because you have to make money so you can survive. And you are basically taught to ignore the whole Africa issue of famine and people starving and all that, and you're taught to only basically consider you, yourself, and your own family and your money and the money from your family. So that whole survival mentality is cultivated by the capitalist system, because that's basically how how it works. It works on the greed of mankind and the selfishness of mankind, when really it's like a vicious cycle. It's kind of somewhere along the line somebody created that, and like people who wanted all the power over everyone, and then they decided to create a system like this, and then we all sort of participated in it, and with the banks and everything, and kind of got some kind of ball rolling, and now we're here in complete survival mode, actually believing that this is who we really are, when really it's just a system that we have been conditioned into and brainwashed by, and that we in turn then go and support and participate in, as if it is really who we are and as if it's the best that we can do, because apparently capitalism shows us who we actually are, which is basically apparently a result of who we are as a selfish being, when really the selfishness has been created by the capitalist system, as how we've been brought up. So this apparent nature of the human being can be changed through implementing, for instance, an equal money system, which is a completely different system, wherein we will actually learn, and our children will learn from the moment they arrive in this world. They will have everything that they could possibly need to live in this world. So survival won't be an issue anymore. Survival in terms of survival of the fittest, or fighting for survival, or competition won't be existent anymore, because you won't have to compete anymore for your survival, because you'll just be able to live. You'll be able to just be, you won't have that stress anymore of having to take something from other people, or having to go and do things that you don't really want, or hurt someone else because of you are lacking something. So the whole selfishness point will basically disappear. And I mean, everybody can see that when you compare the capitalist system to the equal money system, that it would be so much better to just work for 4 years in your entire life, and then you can just live and enjoy yourself and express yourself towards, I mean, compared to what we have now, which is basically slave labor your entire life, which is all based on that point of us being apparently too selfish to really care for each other and to really, be involved in a system like equal money system that basically cares for everyone. It's like a community wherein everybody has to input something, everybody has to um, contribute to it. What we have now is like a system that's based on the idea and the belief that we're just too selfish to really live in a community. And we have this whole attitude of, oh, communism, communism is bad. And when we hear the word community or communism, we go like, oh no, that's so bad. But that's also just an idea that's been introduced to us by like the media, because for some reason the communist system went wrong somewhere, but never has the media or the government ever looked at the communist system, and seen that it was actually a really cool principle, but it was just not really implied. It was not really implemented in a good way. So we've actually never looked at it from a perspective of, figuring out how we can do it the right way. Instead, we've gone and taken that as an excuse for why the capitalist system is apparently better. Um, okay, so the human nature can indeed be changed, and it will be easy to have an equal money system, and then the human being will just change because the input from the environment will be different, so the output will also be different. Yet, to in fact be able to implement an equal money system, we have to already change ourselves to the point of actually being able to see that change is possible. And to do that, I would suggest to visit Desteni at www.destiny.co.za. To there you find tools such as self-forgiveness and self-honesty to get to a point of change within yourself, so that you can actually realize that change is necessary within reality and within all people, and that we aren't who we've always thought we were, and survival is not a natural trait. And equal money system, information about an equal money system can be found on www.equalmoney.org. Okay, thank you.